So when I graduated from the University of Alabama, I took a clerkship down in the Circuit Court of Mobile County. And pretty quickly, I became sure that I wanted to move into the plaintiff's side. After that clerkship, I took a job as a prosecutor for the Alabama Attorney General's office. And in 2007, I actually met Mr. Beasley in the courthouse. He had a trial there, and I had a hearing there as a prosecutor, and I met him in the jury room and asked him for a job. And so that's how I got here. In 2016, the Volkswagen diesel scandal was filed. I was brought into that case to assist on the mechanical side of the investigation and prosecution. In the last 7 years, I've gotten into auto defect class action, which means that when an automobile manufacturer puts a product out onto the road, it has some sort of a safety issue, whether it's braking, suspension, power, or something to do with electronics, and they don't cure that problem with a recall or a warranty extension, then we have to file suit because the owners and lessees of those vehicles are left to pay for a problem on their own that should have never arisen in the first place. That's why we pursue defects. We don't pursue issues that arise in older, worn-out vehicles that are well past their warranty period or well past what the manufacturer expected them to survive. But instead, these are vehicles that fail when they're new. All this while, I'd actually been doing the things that I like to do related to machinery, whether it be a vintage car or an older boat. Got into restoring my own machinery when I was still a prosecutor at the Attorney General's office, and I lived out at our family farm, and I had a barn, and I had the space to set up my equipment to work on cars or boats. In 2014, I got into amateur road racing, which is also known as endurance racing. Those are tracks like the Barber track in Birmingham, the Road Atlanta, the Sebring track over on the East Coast. That kind of racing involves lots of turning, lots of braking, lots of accelerating in traffic. The cars have to survive in the league that I'm in for 2 days. So it's not a matter of whether or not you can get your vehicle to run as hard as it can for 20 minutes in a short heat, but instead, can it survive from 9 a.m. on Saturday morning to 5 p.m. on Saturday, and then again the same hours on Sunday. So the vehicle needs to be fast, and it needs to be responsive and nimble, but it also has to be tough. You don't want a car like that to fail on you. I've been able to use mechanical skills that I've attained to help me understand the theories as they come in and then develop them and speak to engineers. I draw on my mechanical experience every single day for that. I'm appreciative of the opportunity that the firm gives me and my team to pursue these cases. It's the same as my automobile racing team. There's 3 of us that work together to make sure that not only do we finish, but that we place well. My team and I look forward to pursuing the cases that we have on file and to investigating new ones and filing new ones in order to bring the manufacturers to the table to correct problems that they should have on their own but did not.